All right. What's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets tonight, the final game of the regular season. And, guys, I have to say, when it comes down to it, the Lakers, without LeBron James, without Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, all the veterans, all the young guys, they stepped up out there tonight. I mean, I have to say it was a great performance all around when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. And guys, there's right away, there's news coming out. I mean, not just the Lakers winning a game in the final finale of the season, but you also need to recognize that as it stands now, according to Woj from ESPN, Frank Vogel, he's out. He's fired. He's fired from the Los Angeles Lakers as it stands now. It's early, but they will officially make it official on Monday. So I have to put that out there for you guys to know. This is breaking news from Woj from ESPN. Frank Vogel is fired from the Los Angeles Lakers. So this was expected, obviously. Even though we knew about it in like last week when it was expected that the Lakers were going to fire him, there is the speculation even mid-season that his job was in jeopardy. And, the Lakers with, lots of expectations went completely out the window. I will get into all that, but let's talk about this game tonight. I have to say it was a great game by the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes all said and done. It was very fun to watch, I have to say. It really was when it comes down to it. The Lakers, young guys, they stepped up to the plate. I mean, including maybe one veteran that was Wade Ellington, who I think he put up, I might be mistaken, I think he put up 17, maybe 15 points off the bench. So when it comes down to it, I mean, he really came down, to the wire. I mean, even when the Lakers, in the third quarter looked like that they were going to lose it. But when it came down to the fourth quarter, they stepped up to the plate, especially when it came to our young guys from the starting lineup. I mean, when you look at Malik Monk, who has been sensational for the Los Angeles Lakers this season so far. And, there's going to be a lot of expectations and talks about his future with the Lakers. He is going to demand a lot of money this offseason. So expect maybe teams to offer him some, cash and money. So expect that to happen. But, he had a great night tonight, had 41 points. I believe this is a career high with the Los Angeles Lakers. 41 points, went 7 of 14 from the three. So his shooting has been sensational with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, there is no doubt that he has been the focal point of the shooting efforts from the Lakers when it comes to Malik Monk. He's just been great out there when it comes to his shooting efforts. And, I hope, Rob Pelinka, he goes out and, this offseason and, convince Malik Monk to maybe come back. He said in the past that he loves LA, he loves the Lakers. So, the speculations is still remains to be seen, but you can guarantee that Malik Monk is going to get a lot of attraction in free agency when it comes to contract wise. So expect that to happen when it comes all said and done. But, he had a great night, led the Lakers tonight with 41 points. Now, the main guy I really want to talk about tonight, and that is Austin Reeves. Guys, he has a bright future with the Los Angeles Lakers. He is going to be our young star in the making when it comes to being part of the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. I mean, the guy is just sensational when it comes down to it. I mean, when you look at his stat line, I mean, I think he was also the main focal point of the Lakers coming back in the fourth quarter, especially when it came to overtime. He has just been sensational tonight. 31 points. I believe this is his career high, 31 points in his rookie year, and went 3 of 5 from the three. And when you look at, he averaged a triple-double, his first triple-double as a Los Angeles Laker and in his career, his young career. When you look at his rebounding, he put 16 rebounds. 16 rebounds. I mean, this is what he is capable of doing when given an opportunity. And this is Austin Reeves. He really went out there and gave us a great performance. 16 rebounds. That is just unbelievable. Without Dwight Howard, without LeBron James, without any of our star players out there tonight, I mean, it just boggles the mind that he averaged 16 rebounds. And I know we were playing against a Denver Nuggets team that is depleted because obviously it's the end of the season. And obviously, they don't want to play their own stars, the Joker and, those other guys. So when it comes down to it, Austin Reeves came to play, 10 assists and 2 steals. I mean, he's just been, he has been so sensational this season as well, not just this game. I mean, we saw some glimpse of his greatness throughout this season. So I have to say, great effort from Austin Reeves, giving us a triple-double and, career highs all across the board. When you look at the rest of the Lakers, I mean, guys, our young guys really stepped up in a big way when it comes all said and done. Stanley Johnson, 15 points out there tonight, had 8 rebounds, and, just continuing to show his defensive effort and, what he is well known since he joined the Los Angeles Lakers midseason. He, without a doubt, deserved all the appreciation that what he's getting from from Lakers Nation when it comes down to what he brought to the table since being signed to the Lakers on those 10-day contracts, and then officially being signed to the rest of the season. And I believe he also signed a 2-year deal with the Lakers that obviously gives him, an opportunity to come back next season. So he's been sensational, and I hope to see more out of him next season. And I hope we do, because he's been sensational ever since. He was that basic need that we were looking for when it came to finding a 3-and-D type of player, similar to what we were kind of expecting from Trevor Ariza. But for some reason, we did not see that whatsoever. But we did in Stanley Johnson. So Stanley Johnson, 15 points, great job out there, played 46 minutes. And I believe also that had to do with the overtime. So great night out there. And then when you look at Gabriel, the guy, shining star, when it comes to his, efforts as of late, when it comes to being part of the Los Angeles Lakers, had 15 points out there tonight, had 10 rebounds. So that's really big on his part, and 2 blocks. The guy has a really bright future with the Los Angeles Lakers. And just a couple of days ago, as I reported, he signed to a standard NBA contract. So he will be with the Lakers potentially this, obviously the rest of the season, but, also next season as well. He will be part of the Los Angeles Lakers in that instance. And I hope he develops over the summer, because he has a bright future with the Lakers. He's athletic, and, he just was sensational tonight. 14 points and 10 rebounds out there tonight. So great job out there for Gabriel out there. And then you have THT, 10 points. I mean, I don't think his presence was not really that needed out there, but, the more the merrier. Guys, as I obviously mentioned, throughout my experience of watching THT this season, it has been disappointing to watch. And I have to say, I was not a fan, this season of his, because he hasn't been really stepping up, since his return from injury in December. Obviously, we saw a couple of games in the beginning, him averaging 20 points in the 2 games that we saw from him, that he's been playing very well. But unfortunately, it was not the case whatsoever for the rest of the season. So, would he come back? I think he will, obviously. But, if the Lakers have a chance of potentially trading him over the summer, it is a possibility that could happen. But it still remains to be seen. Maybe they'll package a deal with potentially with Russell Westbrook, if a trade does happen when it comes all said and done. And guys, for those of you who are coming in, please comment on this live stream. I really want to know your thoughts and opinions about this Lakers season, this game in general, and just recently with the announcement of the Lakers firing Frank Vogel. It won't be official until Monday, but as it stands now, according to Woj from ESPN, Frank Vogel is fired from the Los Angeles Lakers as the head coach. So right away, I believe coaching vacancy candidates will be looked at. And I made a video, this last video, when it comes to the potential candidates, like Quinn Snyder, and then you have Doc Rivers, but I think he's doing very well with the 76ers, so I don't really think that he will get a job with the Los Angeles Lakers. But stranger things do happen when it comes to the NBA, so expect something to occur when it comes to the Lakers showing interest in Doc Rivers. But I don't really see that happening because he's doing a good job with the 76ers. Obviously they are, I believe, the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. So I might be mistaken, but I believe they are. So he's been coaching sensationally with the 76ers. But some other candidates. You have obviously Mark Jackson. You have Mike Brown. And recently with, sorry, what's his name? Juwan Howard, with the he's coaching in Michigan, his alma mater. So he's a guy that could be looked at for a potential, interview. But, if he's happy with Michigan, then he could stay there. But there's a lot of things that are going to be emerging when it comes to potential coaching candidates. So look forward to that. But Frank Vogel, he's out. He's out in LA, and he is potentially going to be fired on Monday. That's when they will potentially make it official. So just have to put that out there when it comes down to that. But when it comes to the rest of the Lakers out there, I mean, obviously, as I mentioned with Wayne Ellington, he was the only veteran that was on the floor out there when it comes to not having the rest of our veterans from LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, and Carmelo, and Dwight. So we just had to mention that. He averaged 18 points, went 4 of 8 from the three. So he was great out there when it comes all said and done. So in the season finale for the Lakers. So other than that, we saw a couple of players step up, from the second unit. Mcclung, debuting with the Lakers since signing his two-way contract, being part of the South Bay Lakers and winning Rookie of the Year in the G League. So seeing him play, he only put up 6 points, but very impressive, in his debut. But, I hope to see more out of him because he has a bright future with the Lakers moving forward. So if he sticks around, but I hope he does. But other than that, the Lakers, our young guys, they came to play. And it was sensational on their part. And it was just very fun to watch. I mean, just to finish off the season with some entertainment to watch, it was just really great to watch. And I have to say it was sensational all across the board when it comes to the Lakers just finishing it off the season. Sure, it was not the outcome that we wanted. Obviously, before the season ever started, the expectation was that, the Lakers were going to go to the finals and, win it all when it comes to, with the talent that we had on the roster with LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony, all of those guys. It was expectations across the board when it comes to what we kind of expected. But unfortunately, it wasn't the case. And, obviously that had to do with how the roster was put together. And, the expectations went completely right out the door. Once January hit, the expectation at that time was that the Lakers were potentially going to make a playoff run, potentially be the 6th maybe the 7th seed or something like that. But unfortunately, it did not go as planned. And when it came to after the All-Star break, once again, it didn't go as according to plan. The Lakers continued to lose easy games. Easy games. I mean, you don't know how many games I can count when it comes to the Lakers and what they were capable of pulling off when it comes to winning some matchups. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case whatsoever. And at the end of the results, they were fighting for a play-in tournament. But the expectation was that if the Lakers were going to continue this route that they were on and just lose the way that they did, the way they are this season, there was no expectations that they were going to even make the play-in tournament. And as a result, it happened when the Lakers lost, a couple of games ago against the, I believe it was the Phoenix Suns. So, out of all teams, the Lakers lost to them. So, a team that never won anything. So, just seeing that happen right away, the Lakers were eliminated from the playoffs. And, now they are, just ended their season early in April. So, but at the same time, I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that the Lakers are now, can, buckle down, see what they need to do when it comes to rebuild this team in the sense of rebuilding around LeBron and Anthony Davis for a potential championship team. I mean, that's the expectation now. I mean, this is all on Rob Pelinka to do his homework this offseason. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that, when it comes to that sort of instance, that, Rob Pelinka needs to do his job in the offseason. That's the expectation. And, hopefully he will get some input from LeBron. But, the final decision, I hope it will be Rob Pelinka, because we saw last season how it was when it comes to, putting the team together that did not work out at the end. So Rob Pelinka has a lot of homework to do, and we're all going to be watching. And I know I am. So it's going to be a very interesting season expectation. And that all starts with, just seeing what's available for the Lakers in the offseason. And when it comes down to it, the coaching, obviously, as I said, I'm going to repeat myself. The Lakers fired Frank Vogel. So that the announcement will happen on Friday. On Monday, So tomorrow, Woj from ESPN will announce that, and Frank Vogel will officially be fired from the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's obviously music to all Laker fans when it comes down to it. But yeah, guys, it's going to be a very interesting season and a lot of expectations. And there's going to be more news to come. So, guys, please, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. When it comes down to it, I mean, there's going to be a lot of news coming out very soon when it comes to the Lakers and their decisions, when it comes to hiring a new head coach, when it comes to potential hires for the coaching staff, potential rumors of, what's his name? Russell Westbrook, potentially. And, guys, for these past couple of days, there has been news about, the Charlotte Hornets being interested in him. And then recently with the rumors of a could type of trade with the Indiana Pacers. So that's another team that could emerge as the second team that could be a next destination for Russell Westbrook. So, but yeah, guys, I'll go into more detail about the Lakers' plans in the next video. This one is just, I guess, thinking back of what this season was for the Lakers and for Lakers Nation, including myself, suffering this whole season because of the expectation going out the door when it comes to championship playoff aspirations. And even at one point, the play-in tournament that went all completely out the door, and the Lakers once again, end up losing, in the losing the season instead of going to the playoffs. And now it's all about building a team now around LeBron and Anthony Davis moving forward. And, it's just going to be a fun season. It really is. And, I just really, really excited, really, honestly. I really can't wait for, this team to start to rebuild in the sense of building a championship. So around LeBron and Anthony Davis moving forward. So expect, as I said, I'm like on a loop right now, but, we just have to, see what the Lakers will do. And, guys, just stay up to date. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And when it comes down to it, there's going to be a lot of news, as I said, that's going to really be, very interesting to watch. And I just really can't wait. Really can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a very fun offseason to watch and what the Lakers will do. But the number one thing that I'm really interested of what the Lakers will do, and that is the hiring process. The hiring process is going to be very interesting to watch. I really want to know what the Lakers' mindset will be when it comes to hiring the next head coach. Will it evolve around LeBron, or could it be just a hiring for the coach to be part of the Lakers' future for many years to come? I mean, it's just remains to be seen, and that's why I brought up names like Quinn Snyder. I brought up names like Mark Jackson, and I just got a comment here. Howdy, howdy, what's up, guys? When it comes down to it, awesome. This is really cool. When it comes down to that, I mean, it is going to be very interesting what the Lakers will do when it comes to the hiring process. It is going to be a lot of expectations when it comes to revolving around that head coach. Would they build that relationship? We know when it comes to leadership wise, bringing that new leadership to the point that, our players will respect him or not. I mean, it's just remains to be seen when it comes down to that. So we just have to wait and see about that. And I am very excited when it comes to the new hiring process, what the Lakers will look for in a head coach. Obviously, guys, when it comes to Frank Vogel, even though the season was abysmal, it was just something that, did not turn out the way that we wanted to. But I have to say, Frank Vogel did win us a championship in the bubble, in 2020. That all had to do with his, defensive-minded coaching. That all really was our appreciation for Frank Vogel. I mean, that's what he's well known for, and he made it well known of what he is. Obviously, is his career was all about as a head coach was, building, a team that plays defense. And at one point, in the second year, the Lakers, after they won the championship, I mean, I believe they were ranked at one point, number fifth or second in defense. So, when it comes to Frank Vogel, he is defensively a great head coach when it comes to defensively. But when it came to the third year, I mean, it did not go well, obviously. And I just got another comment here. Disappointing season, but it was a good ending. Yeah, it was. It really was a good ending when it comes to this game tonight, going into the overtime. Austin Reeves with the triple-double out there. Love the energy we got from the bench. Let's hope that we keep the same next season and win a title. That's the goal. That is the goal. I really appreciate the comment there. That is the goal and the expectations this offseason. That's why, as I said, not just me, but the Lakers Nation. I mean, they are going to, look at this offseason with 2020 vision. because it is going to be a lot of expectations of what Rob Pelinka will do, because his job also is on the line to rebuild this team into a championship team around LeBron and Anthony Davis. Excuse me, guys, for just a second. I need some water. All right, excuse me. All right, I really needed that. But yeah, that is the goal in mind. I mean, we all hope that the Lakers just keep the young guys. I mean, Austin Reeves, I hope he's going to stick around, obviously, because he's a young guy, and he is real easy to bring back. I think he is coming back, but you have Austin Reeves, you have Stanley Johnson coming back, you have Gabriel coming back. All those young guys. When it comes down to it, those guys are potentially going to come back to the Los Angeles Lakers. And, I hope that, when free agency hit, Rob Pelinka looks for, young guys instead of going for old guys. So, talented young guys that could, play with LeBron and Anthony Davis. I mean, those are the young guys that I hope Rob Pelinka goes after in free agency. Just bring some young guys that will fit around LeBron and Anthony Davis, and some key players that could obviously step up and do a lot when it comes to helping LeBron and Anthony Davis. If somehow injuries, knock on wood, occur in the during the season, next season, I hope not, but it does happen at times. But we just need somebody like a Malik Monk type of player to potentially the Lakers look for in free agency. But I hope he comes back, but that's remains to be seen about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal, and I really do appreciate that comment. It's on all Lakers fans, Lakers nation's minds when it comes to this offseason, that Rob Pelinka will build a team around, build a team as to become a championship, title team next season. So that's the expectations, and just really can't wait. Really, I am so excited for this offseason. I'm so glad that this season is over now. I'm so happy because, guys, there's been times when I did not want to make a video, and because the Lakers lose against easy matchups. I mean, against OKC in the beginning of the season, the Lakers lost to them twice, and with the star power at that time that we had, you would think that the Lakers could beat one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference in the OKC Thunder, but unfortunately, it did not work out, and the Lakers lost a lot of games that were obviously some winnable matchups. Really, I mean, I can honestly count how many teams that the Lakers could have beaten and had a better record, or maybe just be part of the play-in tournament instead of being eliminated from playoff contention. I mean, I can honestly, look at the schedule. And let me look at the schedule real quick when it came to the Lakers this season. I mean, it was, there has been times. I mean, honestly, the Lakers could have won some. I'm looking at the scheduling right now. Excuse me, just a second. Honestly, guys, I mean, there were times when the Lakers could have beaten, like, OKC. They could have beaten, the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, those were teams that the Lakers could have beaten at one point. There was, there could have been time when they could have beaten the Sacramento Kings. They could have beaten the Sacramento Kings at one point. I mean, and you remember that game in November? The Lakers went against the Kings, and they went into, I believe, the second or third overtime, and they just couldn't complete this that opportunity to win. It was just so sad to watch. And since then, it was kind of like a back and forth type of situation with the Lakers. It was like, they could have beaten the at one point the San Antonio Spurs that could have beaten, some easy winnable games with the star power that we had. But unfortunately, it was not the case. And as a result, the Lakers end their season real early. And at the same time, I'm glad because, I was just tired of seeing the Lakers lose games. And I just hope that, with our star players, they, get this opportunity and to stay healthy, for, I believe it's going to be like 4 months until maybe 5 months until the season is over. No, until the regular season begins next season. So we could just hope that, Anthony Davis, he comes back 100% healthy. LeBron comes back to us 100% healthy. And it's just going to be very, you know, expectations wise when it comes to our young guys, when it comes all said and done. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's all I really have to say. I mean, expect a video, in the next couple of days when it comes to the Lakers' plans this offseason. We have an idea, but I would like to give you all more details about the Lakers, in my opinion, their expectations this offseason when it comes to the coaching hires and free agency and, trades potentially that could happen. So expect those certain things to happen in the off season, but I will get into the more details of that when it comes down to it, this off season. Obviously in a couple of days, I will make that particular video. And I'll also make a video about Frank Vogel, but I believe, there's no really need, but if anything does happen, yeah, I will potentially, give you all more details about his firing. But if you follow me on social media, that's obviously what I will do. So please follow me on all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ESPN. And guys, please give me your thoughts about, this Lakers season. Please give me your thoughts about that. I mean, it is, very sad season, but at the same time, there's a lot of hope and promise for the Lakers when it comes to rebuilding this team. And it's going to be, on the, as I said, all depend on Frank Vogel to, make that happen, to rebuild a team around LeBron and Anthony Davis. And, hopefully things will turn out for the better, a good result for the Lakers this off season, because everything is riding on this off season to turn around and improve, because, I don't want to see another failed season next season, because this Lakers with the star power that we have is capable of winning a championship. I mean, LeBron, Anthony Davis alone could win us a championship with just a couple of players who can shoot, who can, obviously rebound with athleticism. I mean, all across the board. I believe that the Lakers can find that in the free agent market, or potentially a trade, this off season. So the key word is expectations, expectations in the off season. And that's all I really have to say when it comes down to that. So, yeah, guys, I'm not going to end this live stream. I have to say there's not really a lot of more to talk about. I said what I had to say, but expect a video in the next couple of days when it comes to the Lakers and their plans for the offseason. So expect that video, very soon. It could be in the next couple of days, but we're set to see what my schedule is, and hopefully, I will have the opportunity to make that video. But expect that, guarantee. Expect that to happen. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about this Lakers win, against the Denver Nuggets, with our young players coming up with that win for us to finish off the season. Please give me your thoughts about that, and also give me your thoughts about the firing of Frank Vogel. I mean, it's not official, as I said, but it will be tomorrow, Monday. So, please give me your thoughts about that, and who you think the Lakers should hire. Do you think they should hire, I don't know, like, Quinn Snyder, or maybe, Mark Jackson, maybe Juwan Howard, or, there's going to be a lot of head coaches that are going to show a lot of interest in the Lakers head coaching job because they will have the opportunity to coach LeBron and Anthony Davis. So what head coach don't want that opportunity? I mean, I can't really think of one, but for those who are looking for a head coaching job in this league, hopefully they jump on that opportunity. And I really can't wait for them to see what their resumes are, and are they capable of being a head coach with the Los Angeles Lakers. It's remains to be seen, and hopefully it does turn out great for the Lakers at the end, because obviously we need new leadership in the locker room. We need great relationships when it comes to LeBron and Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers when it comes to having a great relationship with their new head coach. So that's the expectations when it comes all said and done. So yeah, guys, and as I said, I'm probably on a loop, but expect a video in the next couple of days when it comes to the Lakers and their plans for off season. It is going to be a very fun, interesting, exciting off season, and I really can't wait. Honestly, guys, when it comes to the off season, I hope I'm not the only one, because off season time, the Lakers, what they do when it comes to free agency, when it comes to certain trades that happen, head coaching hires, it is very fun and very interesting to watch that process, because we can finally see what's the Lakers mindset when it comes to their plans for next season. So that's the most fun thing to watch when it comes to the Lakers. And, guys, it is going to be a very fun offseason to watch, and I really can't wait. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about this Lakers season, the 2021-2022 season, and please give me your thoughts about the offseason as well, and the firing of Frank Vogel, and the finale of this game against the Denver Nuggets. I mean, please give me your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.